Halo, sorry guys. Nah inilah ya akibatnya, makanya aku record kemarin nggak di live streaming lagi. Mana sih recordingnya? Karena ya internet aku bagus banget soalnya. Kita belajar Akio nih. To summon the charm Akio, pulse target ini ya. Terus hold berarti
Akio.
Excellent control there.
Jangan jatuh dong. Ya.
Don't lose your composure.
Ya. Nah, kita belajar lagi.
Splendid.
Stay
Ah.
focused.
Caranya gimana? Berarti ini ya.
Very good.
Oh, dilepas itu baru menit dia berhenti, guys. Terus? Oh, dan
Very good. Points to Slytherin. But there's certainly no sport in playing without some friendly competition. Miss Onai, would you care to give our new student a bit of a challenge? Come on up.
baru dia belajar langsung ini aja nih.
You'll be the blues just as before, and Miss Onai, you are playing red. Clear?
Oke,
Yes, sir.
clear. Siapa dulu nih?
Bisa.
Kok dia ngomongin gitu, bukan Akio? Oh, I see. Kita yes! No. Bisa dikeker nggak? Oh ini bisa.
Akio.
Jatuh. Yes. Maaf Onai.
That was an execution. Let us see this.
Ya. Masa si Onai pengen belajar? Oh, enggak. Enggak apa, Bang? Maksudnya. Kayak ini lagi nih.
Akio.
Jatuh lagi. Ya. Nice, 100 ya.
That's it.
Watch this.
Nice. Ya.
That is how
30.
it's
Nah.
done.
Oke, kita lagi ya. Kenapa abang dia Irsyad? Berhenti dong. Kelebihan. Enggak.
Perfect score. Remarkable.
Nice. 150 poin kita. Nice.
Let us make this a bit more interesting, shall we?
Shall we? Oh, ditambahin obstacle nih. Bisaan ini. Tuh kan. Bergerak lagi.
I think we are well past interesting at this point.
I'll say.
Enough chatter. Focus now. You will need it. This round settles it
Seenggaknya
all.
berhenti
Here we
dulu
go.
gitu ya, ini bergerak. Dia kena. Oke. Kita ngambil yang ini. Nanti time. Ya, jatuh kan.
Akio.
Nice.
Ouch! Well played. Bisa.
Ya. Dia 30 juga poinnya, guys.
There we go.
Very good. Langsung. Berhenti. Biru dong.
Splendid.
Nice. Yoi.
Watch
Bisa
this.
banget. Dia nggak dorong ya. Oh, 30 terus poin.
That is how it's done.
Oke.
Akio.
Gak dilepasin
Not to
lupa
worry.
agak. Ya nggak apa-apa deh. Ya kita yang menang. Makan bang, oke. Yang kenyangnya bang. Ada suaranya nggak bang?
Very good, both of you. Well done.
Harusnya kita ada bisa perfect point tadi. Si paling perfect.
Class is dismissed. Gather your things on the way out.
Udah di sini lagi aja.
Good game back there. I must admit, I think I underestimated you. Took me weeks to become proficient with Accio. Took weeks for me to get anything right when I transferred here.
Oh ya, dia
It gets
transfer
easier,
dari
I promise.
apa gitu? Yang di mana gitu? Oh ini aja
That's
deh.
good to hear. It's a lot to take in all at once.
To put it lightly, I remember how I felt when I first arrived. I transferred here from Wagadu just
iya,
before my fourth
Wagadu.
year. My
Ya, ini
mother
anaknya
received an offer
profesor,
to
guys.
teach divination here. Before I knew it, we had left Uganda and were halfway around the world at a new school in a new country.
Is Wagadu a castle, like Hogwarts?
Its address is Mountains of the Moon. It is not so much a castle as a beautiful edifice carved out of the mountainside.
Oke, di
I
pegunungan
remember
gitu
the
ya.
first time I saw it, the mist was so thick I could hardly make out anything at all. And then it just materialized before me, this enormous
enormous.
school that seemed to be floating in midair.
Terus sama nggak?
This may seem an odd question, but is magic the same there as it is here?
Mostly, yes. But I did have to learn how to use a wand when I arrived here. Hardly anyone at Wagadu uses one.
That's incredible.
You can cast spells without a wand.
Oh, yes. I find wandless magic to be much more
Itu
instinctive.
jawaban yang bawah tadi.
Not to mention
Kasar
quite
banget.
convenient if one is without their wand. I must admit, however, that I am growing quite fond of using a wand. It seems very dramatic.
Is Wagadu much bigger than Hogwarts?
Wagadu School of Magic is the largest wizarding school in the world. So yes, bigger than Hogwarts. But it never seemed intimidating or overwhelming to me. It always felt like home.
Okay, thank
It's
you.
nice to learn about another wizarding school.
Thank you for asking. I do miss Wagadu, but I am glad to be here at Hogwarts. Ah, I think Professor Ronan wants to talk to you. Better not keep him waiting. Until
Nungguin.
next time.
Oke,
Of
kita
course,
harus
you
ngomong.
can use Accio on humans,
Ini kayak,
if you're so inclined.
halo.
Well, you'd be using it on clothing, to be precise, Sebastian.
Revelio.
You know
Revelio
it won't
dulu.
work on humans.
Ada nggak? Nggak ada ya? Iya nggak? Ada tuh di seberang sana. Tapi kita harus ngobrol dulu sama dia. Halo.
You wanted to speak with me, Professor?
I did. I trust your first charms lesson lived up to expectation?
Well, an outdoor competition wasn't exactly the lesson I was expecting, sir.
What charm is there in the expected? You did well, managing to best as gifted a student as Miss Onai.
Thank you, Professor. I enjoyed the match.
Miss Onai is always a fierce competitor, though I sense that she is a bit distracted of late. Now, Professor Weasley has asked that your professors give you instruction outside of the ordinary curriculum. Expect to hear from me soon regarding a special assignment that I am preparing for you.
Oke. Achievement. Yeay. Habis itu kita kemana nih? Kita bisa buka terus. Ke ruangan profesor. Level unlock.
Revelio.
Kayaknya, oh ini nih ada chance sebelah kiri.
Hello
Hello.
there. You're the new student, aren't you?
Ya bentar ya. Hah? Oh di bawah guys. Kita ini aja deh. Mana? Ke main quest berikutnya. Hmm. Lewat mana? Lihat bawah. Oke. Sini kemana? Ke sini guys. Lagunya mewah banget. Kaget.
Handy resource indeed, your field guide. I'm most pleased to be included.
Oke. Ini ada.
Revelio.
Oh, tuh. Apa ini? Ada apa ini? Nice. Skeleton. Aris. Oh, ini Phoenix, kerangka tulang Phoenix. Oke. Tut. Revelio. Itu suara Piff gak sih? Begin. Oh ini defense against the dark arts.
Is that all you've got?
Oh,
Levioso!
Professor Hecat!
Perhaps you'd be good enough to blast each other to pieces on your own time. I get new students every year, but I only have one Hebridean black skull. It was a token from the Great Poacher Raid of 1878. No doubt you've heard of it. Now, you may be asking yourself how an old woman like me single-handedly took out the largest poacher ring in eastern Wales and lived to boast about it. Knowledge. To the wise, age matters very little. Today we will review a spell that has saved me from death at the hand member Levioso.
Levioso? A levitation charm?
Levioso! A surprised opponent is a weak opponent. Care to defend yourself, Master Pruitt? No? One thing I've learned as an unspeakable is the value of simplicity, especially in the heat of battle. Now, let's practice what we've just learned, starting with something small.
apa itu? Levioso. Oke. L. Nice. Oh, nice. Levioso.
Levioso.
Kok nggak Wingardium Leviosa sih? Leviosa apa Levioso?
Now, let's try something a little larger.
Dummy.
Let us begin with the basic cast. See how the dummy deflected your cast? This time, cast Levioso first, then the basic cast. Remember, a surprised opponent is a weak opponent. As Master
Levioso.
Good. Now, the basic cast. Well done.
Okay, nice.
Very good. But the best way to practice is by dueling. We'll start with you two. Duelists, take your marks.
Time for a proper Hogwarts welcome.
Now, I want a fair duel using
let's
Levioso, basic cast, and Protego. You may begin.
Okay.
This should be easy.
Levioso.
Lucky.
Nothing lucky about it.
This can't be your first duel.
Let's just say I'm a quick learner. Protego. Stupid fighter.
Nice.
I do enjoy a lively duel.
Levioso.
Try to anticipate your opponent's next
Oh,
move.
salah. Nice. Well, kita pernah
Not
lawan
bad for a
goblin,
beginner.
batu, jadi kayak
You give as good as you get.
I put you on the spot, and you rose to the challenge. Points to Slytherin.
Thank you, Professor Hecat. Glad to have the opportunity to practice.
If what I've seen today is any indication, we can expect great things from you. I demand excellence from my students. They are capable of achieving it, and they must achieve it.
achieve it.
A classroom duel is one thing,
Halo, halo.
but battling
Ya.
dark wizards, or as ever more likely, goblins, is a different kettle of Grindylows entirely.
Understood, Professor.
So, I'd advise you to keep practicing whenever you can. Perhaps Mr. Sallow will have some ideas for you. Again, well done today. I shall reach out soon with additional assignments.
Oke. Kita udah belajar
All
ini
right,
banyak banget.
that's enough spectacle for
Revelio.
one day. Class is dismissed.
Oh, oke. Nah, oh kita ketemu dia lagi.
Always thought Levioso was for first years. Not anymore.
Accio. Levioso.
Nah, kita
Nice
ngobrol sama
work.
Sebastian.
I enjoyed that.
Well, that duel was quite something. Everyone will be
Everyone
talking
was
about it.
taking on-
It was certainly good practice.
Practice? Felt more like I was dueling an expert. Didn't expect a new student to be so deft with a wand. Then again, perhaps this wasn't your first duel.
I have Michelle of one combat. It was. Never used my weapon. Kita jujur apa enggak? Ini jadi.
I've dueled enough. Consider yourself lucky I held back.
Fair enough. You owe me an honest duel when you aren't. You know, you might be a perfect fit for a certain exclusive, unsanctioned dueling organization.
Oh,
Exclusive and unsanctioned. Count me in.
Excellent. Knew I
Yeah.
was right about you. If you want to get the most out of your time at Hogwarts, you're going to need to break the rules now and then. Whether it's joining a secret dueling club, or sneaking into the restricted section of the library,
nah.
you just have to be clever enough not to get caught.
Thank you, Sebastian. I'll keep that in mind.
Good. Pleasure chatting with you. I'm sure I'll see you soon. Perhaps somewhere unsanctioned? We'll see if your performance today was sheer luck or actual skill. Look for Luke and Brattleby near the clock tower entrance. If you're interested. Till next time.
Revelio.
Ini ada chest tapi di mana ya? Oh ini nih, kayaknya
I'd hate to face Professor Hecat in a duel.
apa di bawah? Di atas. Ini kah?
Accio.
How nice to see you, my young friend.
Kita ini dulu deh. Misi selanjutnya. Mana? Oke, ke bawah, ke bawah. Nah. Lewat situ berarti. Oke, oke. Oke. Ini
Revelio.
nggak ada apa-apa kah? Itu pintu ya. Halo. Begin.
What about the room, Professor?
I was thinking the same thing, Deke. Perhaps you could help.
Oke. Halo,
Oh,
Profesor Weasley.
excuse, Deke.
Ah, there you are. I trust your first classes went well?
They did, Professor.
I heard as much from Professors Hecat and Ronan. Seems Professor Fig taught you quite a bit during your brief detour near... what was it you said? Some ruins? I'd wager there's a good deal more to your travels here than what you've told me. Isn't there?
Have you and Professor Fig not discussed my training?
He continues to be reticent about the details, mentioning only a few spells. Revelio, was it? And Lumos?
That's correct, Professor.
I see. Like trying to get a sonnet from a streeler. Regardless, you must continue to build upon what you've learned. In that regard, I've asked your professors to help hasten your progress with some extra assignments.
What? Oh, ini aja.
Professor Ronan did mention something about that.
In fact, Professor Ronan will meet you outside momentarily to assign your first one. Now, regarding the trip to Hogsmeade I mentioned earlier, we've arranged to replace the supplies lost on your way here, including seeds, potion recipes, and spellcrafts.
Thank you, Professor.
And Mr. Ollivander will connect you with the perfect wand. You've managed your classes well with a borrowed wand, but you'll find the magic you cast with your own wand to be far superior.
There's an Ollivander's in Hogsmeade.
There is. Most people are familiar with the shop in Diagon Alley. We're fortunate to have someone like him nearby. Mr. Ollivander is a genuine craftsman and highly skilled wand maker. I would trust no one else to pair me with a wand.
Okay.
Can you tell me more about the potions shop, Professor?
Yeah,
J.
bisa apa
Pippin's
aja,
Potions stocks a wide array of potions ingredients, although they rarely sell recipes. Professor Sharp asked that they have a couple of particular recipes on hand for you.
I've never heard of a spellcraft before, Professor. What is it?
A spellcraft is a recipe of sorts used when conjuring objects. I shall explain more about them when you begin working with transfiguration magic.
I'm eager to get to Hogsmeade.
Very well. I'd like you to make your first visit to the village with a classmate. Help you get your bearings. Perhaps Sebastian Sallow or Natsai Onai. I've noticed you spending time with them.
Okay, Sebastian aja.
I'd like to go with Sebastian.
Glad to hear it.
Kita belajar
Mr.
sama
Sallow is a
Sebastian
capable
buat
young
dapet
wizard,
fusil.
and he knows the area. He'll keep you well clear of any of Victor Rookwood's undesirables en route.
Rookwood?
A rather unsavory local. Best to avoid him and his associates, including his right hand of sorts, Theophilus Harlow, if you can. Once you've finished Professor Ronan's assignment, your friend will meet you at the castle doors. Okay. No time to waste. The sooner you complete your work, the sooner you can enjoy a butterbeer at the Three Broomsticks.
Meet.
Revelio.
Tuh ada kan, ada Revelio. Okay. This particular term cepat menjelaskan itu. Ada lagi itu tuh kita belum Alihumara ya, belajar Alihumara luar. Oh, Professor Ronan.
Ah, there you are.
You have a new spell to teach me, Professor.
Indeed I do, and an exceedingly useful one at that, the mending charm Reparo. Fixes things right up, makes a broken object good as new in the blink of an eye.
Okay.
It seems as if that might come in handy.
More frequently than one would imagine. As Professor Weasley mentioned, I am not the only one who will be teaching you spells outside of class in an effort to catch you up with your peers. A number of your professors have agreed to do so as well, but first, each shall ask that you complete a few preliminary tasks to hone your magic. I have arranged some for today. See them through and then report back to me. We will have you casting Reparo in no time.
Why
Apa
must I
itu?
first complete tasks to learn Reparo?
No lesson or lecture can compare to first-hand experience, and these tasks should provide you with just that. Such experience is invaluable when mastering any new bit of magic.
Oke.
I'll start on the task right away, Professor. Revelio.
Wyvern. This fountain contain. Oh, naga Wyvern tuh kalau nggak salah harusnya naga hijau. Harusnya tangan. Oh, kemana ke situ dulu? Collect the flying page near bottom.
This is the right area. I wonder where the flying page is.
Where is it? The flying pages. Mana nih?
Revelio.
Ada loh. Tuh, ghost gitu dong mukanya. Oh ini nih.
Levioso.
Salah.
Accio. Got it.
Oke.
A flying page must be around here somewhere.
Mana dia? Mana tuh?
Brilliant.
Might some kind soul help
Itu nanti aja deh. Biar kita belajar repair dulu. Oke.
I trust the preliminary
I completed the assignments, Professor.
Marvelous. You clearly know your way around basic charms. Let us give the old mending charm a try then, shall we? Remember to be deliberate in your enunciation and movements. I want to see some vigor. Now, wand at the ready.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Remember,
Reparo.
your wand is a conduit of your magic.
Reparo. Oh. Oh, beda-beda lagi guys sekarang pencetannya. Nice. Reparo. Buat apa? Pencetannya bukan A aja lagi ya. Reparo can be used to mend. Oh, okay.
That's it. Very good. If you would like to practice mending something, have a go with that broken statue in the alcove by the water. It allegedly symbolized heartbreak. Perhaps a jilted lover
Reparo.
thought it too accurate and lashed out.
Patung apa ini? Aduh, malah diajarin
Reparo.
lagi. Sorry. Malah kewajukan.
Revelio.
Oke. Astaga. Habis itu kita lihat ini lagi. Ini salah. Maaf. Ke sini. Oh, harus ke Hogsmeade ya. Aduh, pencet. Oke, ayo. Aduh. Kan salah jalan kita. Harus lewat sini. Oh. Rasanya tuh ya tuh ada tuh. Di sini juga ada nggak sih?
Levioso.
Salah
Accio.
pencet. Nah. Mana tadi?
Most delicious Alahotzi fudge every Christmas.
Tadi ada lagi nggak sih guys?
Time to come back.
Revelio.
Oh, belum bisa. Kita belum belajar oleh rumor. Oke, ke sini dulu. Aduh, udah salah.
Revelio.
Astaga. Ini patungnya gerak lagi nggak? Oh, enggak, ini malah guys. Oh, itu gerak tadi tuh. Halo. Oh, ini nih. Kalau kita udah belajar spell api kalau nggak salah. Insen apa gitu namanya.
Well,
Oke, kita ke Hogsmeade ya. Oke, Sebastian.
Hello, Sebastian.
Ah, my new charge. I'm told you're in dire need of supplies, and I'm to accompany you into Hogsmeade for them. Is this your first foray into the village?
Yeah.
It is. I haven't left the castle since I arrived.
Iya.
Well, I shall endeavour to be the very best of guides, then. Hogsmeade's a charming little place. Self-contained, too. We should be able to find you everything that you need. Shall we?
Gimana ya? Sure. Okay, we shall. Halo, dia. Okay, follow
I was glad Professor
Revelio.
Weasley asked me to join you today.
As am I. Thank you, by the way.
Of course. You're the only one who's ever
Yes.
bested me in a duel. The way I see it, I'd be wise to keep an eye on you.
And she does.
Speaking of Weasley, she seems to have taken quite a shine to you.
Has she? That's nice to hear.
Jadi
I'm
kita
still
pertama kali
surprised that
keluar
the professor would
Hogwarts.
entrust me with anything, given my detention record.
Spend a lot of time in detention, do you?
Just enough to keep me well-rounded.
Aduh, apa Hogwarts? Oh, itu tuh Quidditch. Oh, Hogwarts gede ya, ya. Itu apa tuh?
Speaking of detention, this trip to Hogsmeade might have saved me from one.
Glad I could be of service.
Madam Scribner, the librarian, was on the hunt for me, as is often the case.
Hello.
Professor Weasley came to retrieve me, and I was able to convince old Scribner that I had somewhere to be.
So how did you manage to get on the librarian's bad side?
Well, I suspect it's a matter of differing opinions. She thinks I shouldn't be allowed in the restricted section, and I, on the other hand, am inclined to disagree. Oh, just one moment. This is an excellent spot to gather lacewing flies. They're pretty to look at. If you stew them long enough, they make a powerful potion ingredient.
Revelio.
Oh, ini ya. Terus cara ngambilnya? Oh. Makasih infonya loh. Kayak bebek suaranya. Udah nggak ada ya? Oke. Oh, itu juga tuh. Kita ambilin aja ya, mumpung lagi sekali jalan.
Merlin's beard from the Forbidden Forest. Look.
What's going on?
Mana?
See for yourself.
Oh,
Quite a sight,
Griffin.
isn't it? You certainly don't see that every day.
Oh, yes, yes. Aduh, aduh, aduh. Kita ambil ini dulu, Sebastian. Oh, Forbidden Forest di situ ya, guys. Tuh. Ini juga apa nih? Sleeping Toad. Oh.
Do you think Poppy's already seen the hippogriffs?
Absolutely.
Likely already named them too.
Prance, Hoof, and Sugarfoot.
Wah, ini bully kayak gitu.
To the left is the Forbidden Forest. Out of bounds to all students.
Oh, hence the name.
Precisely. They think it's too dangerous. I think they need to have more confidence in our defensive abilities.
Oh,
Ah, you can see Hogsmeade just past those ruins up ahead.
ruins. Oh, ini rantungan. Oh, itu tuh Hogsmeade.
Have you had much of a chance to explore the castle?
A little. It's positively enormous.
It is that. I've been
Untuk
there 5
kereta.
years and
Oh.
barely scratched
Tuh,
the
kita bisa
surface.
ngeliat Testro.
Roads to see, places to discover.
Oh? Any you'd like to share with the class?
Perhaps one day. I can't go around telling you all my secrets now, can I? You still haven't told me how you became so good at dueling.
Pengen tahu banget sih Sebastian ini.
Revelio.
I've always thought Thestrals pulling a carriage a bit grim. Though I suppose most people don't actually see them at all.
But you can see them.
Unfortunately. But you've seen quite a bit yourself firsthand too. Most notably that dragon attack. Hopefully the rest of your year isn't as eventful.
Revelio.
Tiba-tiba muncul kucing. Ini kita pet dulu. Black cat lagi. Sabar ya Sebastian. Oh, ini banyak banget Philippines.
Mr. Moon! He's the Hogwarts caretaker. Looks a bit worse for wear. Hello, Mr. Moon. Have you met our new 5th year?
Hello.
You might want to turn back, Mr. Sallow. Turn and run.
Is everything all right, sir?
Oh, look right at me. Eyes big as saucers.
What did
Revelio?
Demi guys. Ugly and airy and terrifying. I shall be at the castle where it's safe. Good luck to both of you.
A demi-guise? I don't know what he's putting in his pumpkin juice, but he's obviously had too much of it. I've never seen Mr. Moon in such a state. Mr. Moon is quite the character. My sister Anne thinks he's lovely, but I'd say he could improve a bit as a caretaker.
Oh, is your sister in Slytherin too?
She is, or rather, she was. She's not well at the moment, but she'll be better soon and back at Hogwarts.
Hogwarts School of Witchcraft and Forbidden Forest. Dangerous. Lake. Oke. Oh, Hogsmeade ke kiri ya. Yeay. Ini udah Hogsmeade. Lihat. Kita di Hogsmeade. Ramai banget. Itu kayak
Honestly, if one could bottle the magic of this place. I don't know if it's the shops or the people, but there's just something about Hogsmeade. We all flock to it like moths to a flame.
Revelio.
Code. Itu tuh.